keep thinking they after me. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? But that still wasn't even enough. You think that those 5 times would have been enough. They came at him several more times. And one of those times is they hired a false prophet to come and try to get Nehemiah to go into the house of God and tell Nehemiah, they're going to kill you. So let's run in the house of God. Nehemiah said, well, what does somebody like me look like running in the house of God? Because remember now, when it came to the house of God, that was a place where the priest could go in. Not anybody could just go in the house of God and think they were okay. So they were basically trying to set him up to run in there, possibly kill him, but then at the same time go and actually talk about him and look at him and discredit him. Look at him, some just regular person just gonna go in the house of God like that. So it was all a setup. And a lot of times what happens is you always have, as I mentioned before, there's always a ringleader, a ring of the pack, so to speak, right? And then they've got their flying monkeys telling them everything to do. They do the least amount of work. You see what I'm saying? They might even tell them what to put in the message, or they might write the message up, the ringleader, but they're giving all of the orders for everybody else to get all of the work done, while they sit back and they kind of look like a movie director. That scene didn't go so well. Let me try this and that and the other. I'll move these different triangles around. That scene was perfect. So I'm going to take that and move that there, and I'll work on these 5 triangles over here. They're always up to something, right? And they're always trying to move people, places, things, and ideas around to suit their purposes. It was no different here with Nehemiah. Nehemiah was like, I'm doing a good work. I can't come down. He didn't even try to get into this whole big old thing with them. But it just goes to show how far people will go to destroy you. Not only you, but destroy your purpose, right? Destroy your calling so you cannot make it to your destiny, right? So you can come down off that wall. You won't have the mission of God completed, right? But he has sense. He was just like, I'm not getting into it with you guys with this. And the funny thing to me was that they wanted him to meet up with them in the valley of Oh No, the valley / pain of Oh No. And that was right there. Just the name of the place, that sounds like a oh no. He's just like, I'm not coming off this wall, right? And just like with you in a situation where people are trying to get you to come down from the wall, and you got to have those reserves like Nehemiah has, like, I'm doing a good work. I cannot come down. You don't even need to go into, I know y'all gaslighting me. I know y'all doing this. I'm doing a good work and I cannot come down, right? And remember though, people with narcissistic spirits running through them, it's not just going to be a one and done thing. You know, I hate to be the deliverer of bad news, but I also got to be not honest with you and just keep it real. It's not going to be a one and done thing. They're going to try several times to see if they can break you, right? A lot of times, as I've mentioned before, have mentioned about this old prophet, narcissistic individuals usually have the viper going on in them, right? Where they attack, they sit and they use the ambush foraging, just like the real viper snakes do. And then they surprise attack you, right? And leaving your whole nervous system, right? That whole emotional and spiritual system, they leave you in a frozen trauma state, right? Okay. And all that poison is going through from all of their families, trauma and drama, entire history, shame, insecurity, arrogance, toxic jealousy, racism, legalism,